Okay, so here we are for our Holy Week readings on Thursday, known as Maundy Thursday, or as some people like to say, Monday Thursday. It's not really what it is. Today we're going to look at John 13, and I think there's a little skip to John 13, 1 through 17, and then 31b through 35. That's what we're reading today. Before the Passover celebration, Jesus knew that his hour had come to leave this world and return to his Father. He had loved his disciples during his ministry on earth, and now he loved them to the very end. It was time for supper. And the devil had already prompted Judas, son of Simon Iscariot, to betray Jesus. Jesus knew that the Father had given him authority over everything, that he had come from God and would return to God. So he got up from the table. This is after supper. He took off his robe and he wrapped a towel around his waist. He poured water into a basin. Then he began to wash the disciples' feet, drying them with the towel that he had around him. They did not know what to think of this. When Jesus came to Simon Peter, Peter said to him, "Lord, are you going to wash my feet?" Jesus replied, "Oh, you don't understand what I'm doing now, but someday you will." "No," Peter protested, "you will never wash my feet." Jesus replied, "Well, unless I wash you, you won't belong to me." Simon Peter exclaimed, "Well, then wash my hands and my head as well, Lord, not just my feet." Jesus replied, "A person who is bathed all over does not need to wash except for the feet, to be entirely clean, and you disciples are clean, but not all of you." Jesus knew who would betray him. That's what he meant when he said, "Not all of you are clean." After washing their feet, he put on his robe again and he sat down and he asked them, "You understand what I was doing? You call me teacher and Lord, and you're right, because that's what I am. And since I, your Lord and teacher, have washed your feet, well, you ought to wash each other's feet now. I've given you an example to follow. Do as I have done to you. I tell you the truth, slaves are not greater than their master, nor is the messenger more important than the one who sends the message. Well, now that you know these things, God will bless you for doing them." As soon as Judas left the room, Jesus said, "The time has come for the Son of Man to enter his glory, and God will be glorified because of him. And since everyone receives glory because of the Son," I did not read that right. "And since God receives glory because of the Son, he will give his own glory to the Son, and he will do so at once. Dear children, I will be with you only a little longer. And as I told the Jewish leaders, you will search for me, but you can't come where I am going. So now, I'm giving you a new commandment." Here's the new commandment. You ready? Love each other. Just as I've loved you, you should love each other. For your love for one another will prove to the world that you are my disciples. This is the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God.